I'm caps lock different. It's facts, not fiction. Said I black out for real, then the track gone missing. If it's cap, I'm dipping. We ain't talking about a move, then it's flatline finished. When I spaz, I'm grinning. Put a peel off in the Sadies and I pass by spinning. It's perks with this life, but I don't have my skinnage. Took a quick trip and now I'm back home winning. I see they eyes pop like I snack on spinach. Pull up to the spot, she tryna grab my digits. I'm already 8 shots, a Henny past my limit. Here you go. Hazards with a dash full of tickets. I'ma act like I don't see them. I got bad eye vision. Y'all can't pass my scrimmage. While y'all tripping, it's Aruba. I realized I had to go and flip the...
Oh, shit. My bad. What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 199. Paul's here along with my co-hosts Nick Theories and Philly Phil. Thank you to everybody that's tuned into the live stream. Thank you to everybody. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and share it. Thank you to everybody that likes, follows, and subscribes to all of our platforms. Before we get started tonight, we are going to replay the first 4 minutes of the show are going to be my stand-up debut last Wednesday at the Tap Room in Haddonfield. So
hold on, man. We got to give him a round of applause for that. That's for sure, yo. That's for sure. Philly Phil, man, you got to hit that round of applause. There you go. That's honorable. That's honorable. For sure. He was caps lock different. It was facts, not fiction.
I did. I mean, when I got on
you
stage,
really blacked out
I
for real.
blacked out FR.
Yeah. You really did a great job. I really want to say that.
It was really.
And the audience is going to check it out right now, but they're going to agree with me. I mean, the delivery was fire.
Caesar. Shit. I haven't watched this back yet.
You haven't watched it back?
Is this the full one? I only saw bits and pieces. Like,
I saw the full one.
Guys, another special announcement. Your next comedian will be recording their brand new hour special at the Borgata on May 6th.
Caesar.
I can't believe this.
Caesar. That might be the episode name.
So, growing up, there was always two things I aspired to be. One was a stand-up comic, and the other was to be hung like a black man. Unfortunately for my wife, I became a stand-up comic, and I'm hung like a light switch. Here's a little about me. I have a wife and 2 kids, but most of my photo gallery is pictures of my own feces and homosexual porn. I've been questioning my sexuality lately, so I decided to give Grindr a shot. Whenever I matched with a hot guy, my inbox would explode with explicit messages. But as soon as I replied, poof, ghosted. Was it lack of game, my looks? Whatever it was, one thing became obvious. I've killed more chubbies than diabetes.
That's crazy.
That was a good one.
Why are gays so miserable all the time? Because they're fucking assholes. What has happened to the gay guy community? I miss the old days where gay guys were gay but still wanted to be men. This new age of gay men wanted to be women so badly. I used to be able to get head from a guy, slap him on his ass, say good game, and go about my business. Now, when I get head from a guy and I finish, after he cleans up, he looks me in my eyes, he takes a deep sigh, and asks me, so what are we? My response is, well, we are 2 guys playing grab ass. If I wanted a post-nut feelings conversation, I would have stayed home and got blown by my wife. Us Dallas Cowboys fans are sick of the Brokeback Mountain race. On an unrelated topic, I'll have all of the games this season. If you want to watch, come inside my man cave. How many trans people does it take to change a light bulb? Just one, but they need 3 specialists to sign off that the room is, in fact, dark. All these girls keep getting themselves pregnant. Wow, self-impregnating teenage girls. Men should be afraid. Women are evolving at alarming rates. What's the difference between your grandmother and my grandmother? I haven't had sex with yours. What's the difference between a pig and a feminist? That's not a joke, just a genuine question.
That was one of my favorite jokes.
I'm at my moment in life where I sit back and think, what's worse? coming in last 3 years in a row in fantasy football while I'm the host of a sports podcast. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. For my best friend growing up and becoming a tranny.
Oh shit!
Who said that?
Especially thinking about all those nights spent at his, well now, her parents' house all those years later. It really makes me reflect on how big of a fucking loser I am. Anyone else ever sit back and reflect on the shit you've been through in life? What the fuck? This should have been Caesar. I will be talking Wednesday and Thursday. My name is PJ, and I have gigantic balls.
Oh my God.
With that being said, I would like to thank everybody for coming tonight. I have no aspirations to become a stand-up comic. I have come in the last 3 years in a row in fantasy football, and I do have a sports podcast. So that was embarrassing. But on that note, I hope everybody enjoyed it.
Yeah, for sure, bro. For sure. You rocked that shit. You definitely rocked it.
That is
That was an A+ performance, bro. Like the spotlight, the stage, the reasoning behind it, bro. That was an outstanding performance.
it. Honestly,
Phil said it best. It really couldn't have gone any better for you.
I know it was.
Dead ass.
The
It was best
jokes
case
were
scenario.
the jokes were good. I'll tell you what. The whole day, the thing I was most nervous about was, how do I start off? I didn't know like what to do. And then I was sitting there and I'm like, all right, let me go out there and make a joke about myself to try and get the crowd up and laughing.
Mhm.
And then you could kind of roll because the opening is how you gauge the crowd.
Because you're reading.
Exactly. Yeah. So, and at that point I'm like, all right, well, I don't know what I'm reading.
Right. That's
I
true.
didn't realize what I was reading until I flipped an index card.
Index card, yeah.
So I was fine the whole time when we were listening to the other comics. The thing where I really, really got nervous was right before me, that comic, Danny Hicks, because I thought he was the funniest comedian of the night.
For real?
Him and the guy in the orange were my two favorites. But he made me nervous because I'm like, shit, I have to follow up somebody that just had the whole room laughing, the one that was making fun of Sean.
Oh, you thought he was the best?
Oh, I thought he was awesome.
I thought his jokes was ass.
No, I
I just thought that he was
funny.
just like, I don't know.
So I'm like,
I
shit.
wasn't rocking with
So I'm like, all right, here we go. And I just was like I said, I think I said it in the chat where I was like, all right, when I went up there, it was either go up there and own it or go up there and look like insecure and didn't know what I was doing. And I'm like, you know what? I don't really care, to be honest. And I just went up there, did it. And then I started laughing. I got in a rhythm maybe after like the third or fourth joke. But yeah, it couldn't.
You were like, oh, like did that moment hit you? You were like, oh, this is it? That's it?
Honestly,
It's not that bad. It's just smooth sailing. I'm almost there.
Yeah, but it made it easier because the crowd was laughing. But there was, like I told you before and everything, there is a small part of me that was like, I could actually do that. Like, I genuinely believe that if I had practice and was able to figure out a routine, I could write jokes and do that. Because in that space, I could legitimately say my humor and it be laughed at. Like, my favorite joke of the night was, what's the difference between a feminist and a pig? That's not a joke. That's a genuine question. That's because I can't stand feminism and I think it's a bunch of fake bullshit.
Mm.
So to me, that was a relatable question.
Yeah.
But if I put that question on Facebook, I'm a misogynist, I'm a Trumper, blah, blah, blah. But if you go into that space, it's
different.
acceptable and it's fun. It's funny.
Yeah.
So
is that where you belong, you think? Is that what you're alluding to? You're saying that you belong in that space because like
I will say
every other route kind of judges you based on the humor that you like.
Yeah, and I felt comfortable up there.
Yeah.
Because like you can go up there and you can say things that are things that are true, and it's a joke. It's like how it used to be, as opposed to now when you say something and it's like, who's offended, who's this, who's
it's
that.
the environment.
That's what I mean,
sure.
and that environment was just awesome. Like I really enjoyed myself. I had a good time up there. It was totally different than I expected. Like I wasn't sweating.
Yeah, no, I thought
I wasn't stuttering. Like I thought that like my voice was going to be weak. And it just wasn't. And I do think too, like this helped it, the podcast aspect,
for sure.
because I'm used to being judged. I'm used to being ripped, like on the internet.
We don't care.
It is what it is. You know what I mean? Like I got used to that. So, but overall, I thought it was a fun experience. I think we should run that. If we don't do the bodybuilding thing, that should be punishment for
The
next.
bodybuilding thing is crazy. I'm not voting for that.
That's like truly humiliating.
I'm not voting for that.
But to be honest, like credit to the other 13 guys in the league, yourself included, like all those jokes were funny.
Yeah, they're funny as shit.
It was a
yo,
really
it's
good time.
fun, dude.
Yeah.
It just you gotta
We have a
you gotta
great-
have fun with it.
That fantasy league, like we always say it all the time, it's the best
It is
fantasy
the
league in the
best.
world
It's great.
because we have a great group of guys and all of us are similar in what we laugh at. There's no bullshit in there. It's funny. We all fight, we argue, we talk shit.
Competitive.
Yeah, we're all competitive. We all know what we're doing except Caesar. But
LOL.
yeah, and Juddy. But like,
Juddy.
no, but to be serious, no, I really did have a lot of fun. And like I said, a few jokes in, I was like in the back of my mind, I'm like, damn, I kind of feel
This
like I
is
could
sweet.
do this.
You were like, oh, this is sweet.
Yeah, no, it was way easier than I thought. And here's the thing too, I said too, I would have freaked out if I was at
Helium?
Helium, but I don't think I would have.
You don't think so?
No, because the jokes were good.
Yeah.
The jokes were funny. Like the jokes
they were
weren't
good.
bullshit. Sean's, even though it was a paragraph, it was funny.
Yeah.
And I was able to get through it. I wasn't tripping over my words and
Right.
stuttering. Like I got through what I needed to get through.
Right.
So if I had that memorized, that would have been an awesome stand-up.
Oh, for sure.
But I wouldn't have collapsed I wouldn't have bowed out at Helium. I don't think.
No, I don't think you're bowing out anyway.
But there was a
I
nice-
think you would do.
There was a nice crowd there. It wasn't like that when we went the week before.
The one guy was like, "Damn, I didn't realize. I didn't think there was gonna be
Yeah,
people
that
here."
was crazy. I didn't think there was gonna this many people here, and he walked off stage. I would say for the worst joke, yours was tough, but that's in like a different category. I was most thrown off by your joke. I didn't know who.
Really?
Well, I didn't know who wrote it, and I didn't realize what was happening until I was 3/4 of the way through it. And I'm like, oh shit! And then it registered.
You want to know why I did that?
Well, you
Truly?
gotta explain which joke you're talking to so people don't.
The joke
Okay.
about a friend becoming a tranny.
Yeah. So I wrote that joke, but you know why I wrote it though? Like for real?
Mhm.
Because my thing is this: how often do we get to do this? Like, how often do we get to see our boy on stage saying the most craziest shit you could think of? Like, I don't mean any of that shit.
Well, here's the thing.
Like, yo, I have no ill will. I'm not here to hurt anybody. I'm just here to have fun and just laugh. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck about it.
You know what I will
I'm-
say though?
I have no malicious intent on that joke. I think I thought that was just
So do I. But here's the thing.
Just
You know
go
what I
all
will
out.
say about it? I respected you more once I realized that was you because I was like, holy shit. But the thing is that you did the right thing. Like you didn't take it easy. You put like some thought
Go
into
all
it. It
out,
wasn't a
bro.
stupid joke. Like
Go
it
all
was
out.
like I said. So it was just like I said, when I was reading it, I'm like, I didn't really understand it. And then once I got through it, I'm like, oh my God, you're talking about my childhood.
When-
but
when Tom Brady gets roasted on
I can't
May
wait for that.
5th, right? You think they were going to take it easy on him? No,
can't wait for
fuck
that.
no, because it's like once in a lifetime.
Yeah.
Just go out and have fun.
It may not be once in a lifetime.
I look at it like this: if that was me up there, I don't expect anybody to go easy on me. I don't.
Whoa.
Yeah, pause. Right, like for real, pause. But like, I don't expect anybody to like take it lightly. Like, I feel like I'm gonna read the most craziest shit that I've ever read before.
I would probably say the worst
for
joke.
sure.
The worst joke.
Like, yeah, what was the most ass joke? Like, who had the worst pen?
Probably Cheddar.
Who had the worst?
Probably Cheddar that I will be cutting. But that was just because it was like
Outside of that one, that's just a group chat thing. Yeah.
after that.
Which
Yeah.
one? Which one is that?
He said that I will be cutting from what was it? I don't know. I don't even know the joke.
Wednesday and Thursday from 5:30 to 10. I think the worst joke I would say would be the light bulb one.
The light.
I think it was
Oh.
ants.
Oh,
how
okay.
many trannies or how many fags or
yeah,
something
yeah,
it takes
yeah.
to change a light bulb.
Yeah.
That was probably my least favorite because that didn't hit me till like 3 seconds after where I was like, oh shit. But other than that, the other ones, like they were funny.
Yeah.
So,
I thought
but
it was fire, bro.
yeah,
I would pay to go see you do it.
I gotta be honest. Like I said, there's a small chance. I did write down some material.
Did you?
Yeah. I have it in my,
Oh, you're inspired.
there was a part, like I said, there was a real part of me that was like, yeah, I could kind of do that.
Dude, if you went back, there'd only be like 5 or 10 people there, so you can like give it a shot.
Yeah, you give it
Yeah.
a shot.
I'm thinking about it. We'll see though. We'll see. I
Imagine
don't
you
know.
pulling up.
Yeah.
Well,
Ready?
What was it called? What was the place called?
High Note.
The High Note.
Yeah.
Gotta hit the
I just thought of that
too.
Yeah. Who sees? Well, maybe I'll come back wearing the 4 or 5.
That's an
But-
episode. High note.
You know who else might be making a comeback? Your boy.
my boy, yeah, hell
Your
yeah,
boy,
oh,
so-
absolutely.
He echoed. He said he wouldn't rule it out if a team calls his number. What do you think? You think he comes back?
Nah, he's full of shit, bro. He's just. This is all smoke and mirrors. He's getting ready to try to own a piece of the Raiders. He can't be an owner and play. He even said that himself, actually, in the interview. Do I think he's going to entertain it? For sure. But why? I don't want the Brett Favre fucking route, bro.
He went to an NFC Championship game.
Just go, bro. It's cool.
It's hard. He could still play.
I would love to see Tom. I know, but it has to be the right situation. That's the thing.
But here's the thing. The only thing with Tom Brady coming back, and it was evident in his last year, he didn't want to get hit anymore.
For sure.
And I don't blame him. You're old, dude. It hurts. Like, I guarantee, like, you get hit by one of them.
Well, his offensive line was hurt.
Yeah.
And when they're hurt, you're in trouble, bro.
If Minnesota doesn't draft a quarterback, that'd be a perfect spot for him.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, look, we'll get to there.
Yeah.
But Brady coming back, I don't see it. I just think that I think he's in shape. I think he's in shape enough to play.
Absolutely.
That's
not even being in shape is the last thing I'll be worried
honestly,
about.
bro. Let's just be real. I think Brady's bored. I think Tom Brady is bored as shit. I think he's looking at, like, even though he's got his hands in a lot of different shit, like, I just think he's bored. I think, like, you're looking at, like, that's his true passion is football. Like, that right there is telling you he loves that shit. That ain't going away. Because he's got a lot going on. He's got a soccer team he owns. He owns pieces of other, pickleball. He's got a lot of shit going on, and outside of professional football.
Yeah.
So it's like, for me, he's just bored as shit. I don't think he truly loves these things. I just think these like these opportunities opened up because he's Tom Brady. So what's he going to say? No. Of course he's going to say yes. But his true love is football, and it's obviously showing. But do I think he's going to come back? I don't
either. If you had to ask me right now, no, I don't think he's coming back. He doesn't want to. You didn't want to get hit last year. You're going to come back 2 years later, and all of a sudden,
well, you get a year to recover, but
it still hurts, dude. He's old.
For sure.
It's old. It's just like Mike Tyson. But can Mike Tyson still fight? Absolutely. But when Jake Paul touches them ribs, it's going to hurt when he wakes up, dude.
I will say though, man, he seemed pretty happy to like say, hey, I wouldn't rule it out. Like, he was like really excited to say that. Like, I don't know. Who knows? He seems like a cryptic guy.
The 4 or 5.
He did mention a couple teams. It seemed like those teams were probably interested in him in the past, and he's just kind of like reiterating what the public already knows, kind of. But
what do you think?
Yeah.
So I mean, iconic goes hand in hand because we're about to talk about Andy Reid, and I'm going to be mentioning Belichick here, but Andy Reid got a contract extension. So he's not retiring anytime soon due to age. I think it was for 3 years. Do you think that Andy Reid can amass enough accomplishments at this stage to be considered the GOAT?
So I look, I'm going to say absolutely. I think Andy Reid.
Look at you, bro. I'm so proud of you.
Look, I think Andy Reid I think he's one Super Bowl run away from surpassing Belichick.
One more Super Bowl?
I think so. I think he's one Super Bowl run away. I think because, and look, here's the facts. Andy Reid is 26-16 in the postseason, right? Belichick is what, 31-13? He's got 5. He's 5 wins away from Bill, right? As another Super Bowl run would kind of put him near 30, 31. Okay, you can argue with your mother for a win or two. I don't care. But the fact that he signed an extension, he's going to get more. I'm not worried about him surpassing Belichick at all. Belichick won back-to-back Super Bowls. Andy Reid won back-to-back Super Bowls, right?
Potentially a 3.
That's a fact. So when I look at the numbers, to me, it comes down to this. What do you prefer? An offensive genius or a defensive guru? It's your pick.
Or a defensive genius.
It's like picking a first Pokemon to start off your journey. What specialty do you want? Do you want offense? Do you want defense? Like, what do you want? You get to choose. Look, I don't think you go either. I don't think you go wrong with either or, but you could definitely make the case that Andy Reid could be the greatest of all time. Absolutely. I
think that with Andy Reid having Patrick Mahomes, I think within the next 5 years, he'll be the GOAT. And I mean,
I think sooner than that.
That's why I said within
3
and
2.
By the end of that contract, he could, because I mean, it looks likely that the Chiefs three-peat. And the thing about that is with Andy, you can already start making a compelling case that he is the GOAT. He's had 3 losing seasons in 25 years. Bill Belichick has had 8 in 28 years, and 3 out of the last 4. Now, when you go to coaching tree, from Andy Reid, Sean McDermott, 32 games over 500. John Harbaugh, 61 games over 500 and a Super Bowl. Matt Nagy, 3 games over 500, took Trubisky to the playoffs twice. That's an accomplishment within itself. Doug Peterson, 7 games over 500, Super Bowl win. Then you go to Bill Belichick's coaching tree. Brian Flores, ass. Josh McDaniels, ass. Matt Patricia, ass. Joe Judge, ass. Bill O'Brien, good. Bill O'Brien, the head coach, was good. Bill O'Brien, the GM, was trash. But when you go to that...
Let me ask you a question, though.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that support Belichick's argument, though, instead of hurting him?
No.
Why?
Because good leaders and good coaches teach the guys under them to succeed after them.
I agree to a point. I do. I agree to a point because I don't think you can mold people to be head coaches just by watching.
And it's not even that, but here's where the argument this is where that argument dies.
Because my thing is this, bro. If he's winning Super Bowls with these coaches that are ass when they bounce, he's doing something right, bro.
But here's the problem.
I'm just saying, that's how I look at it.
But you can also look like this. Right now, if I ask you, Donovan McNabb, Hall of Famer or not?
I'm going to say no.
Okay, so you'll say no.
He don't fit the criteria.
Most people would. I would say 7 out of 10 people would, me being one of the 3 that say yes.
Okay.
But he had Donovan McNabb, nowhere near Tom Brady. He's got Patrick Mahomes, who's near Tom Brady, yes. But all those winning seasons, Jeff Garcia, Kevin Kolb, Michael Vick, he always found a way to win. When you look at Bill Belichick without Tom Brady, it's just sketchy. And then now, yeah, the I know what you're saying with the coordinators, but the coordinators also got pumped up by Tom Brady, not Bill Belichick, because once Tom Brady left, not for nothing, but those coordinators were a disaster. They all stunk.
McDaniels left twice.
And
wasn't really the same. But I could say McDaniels did have Mac Jones and did take him to the playoffs.
He did.
That's a
McDaniels, again, but that's under Belichick's tutelage, I guess you could say, where McDaniels, I think, was just running the offense. Mm-hmm. And that's where McDaniels is special. He's not a leader he's not a leader for a head coach.
I think Reid and Belichick, they host different cultures.
Correct. And I feel like especially the modern culture right now is Andy Reid.
For sure.
Without a doubt. But like you said, I like what you said, though. Offensive genius versus defensive genius.
So you pick and choose.
I would go with Andy Reid. I think he gets... No,
I'm the opposite.
Hard.
I'm going with Belichick, and here's why. Because I feel like in this day and age, it's harder to find a defensive genius more than it is to find an offensive genius.
But you don't need one.
Because that's not true.
You don't really need one.
Why? They won one a couple years ago playing defense when they beat the Rams.
Yeah,
that was a defensive battle. That was a fact.
What was that? 19?
That was 2019. Yeah.
So that was 2019, but then the last 4 have been offensive. It was offensive stuff. Like Bill Belichick got carved up by Foles. And I know that's kind of a cliche thing to say, and it happens, but it's just like, for me, you need offense. You need offense. The Bengals aren't riding Jesse Bates to the Super Bowl in the AFC Championship game. No, it's Joe Burrow. And you need that guy at quarterback. I get it. But when you look at Belichick, there is too much where it's just like, that don't add up, that's shaky. And I get it. He's a defensive genius. His defense was awesome this year. But when it comes down to it, dude, it's like, I can't ignore the years without Brady. I just can't. If you are objectively looking at it, you can't ignore the drop-off. It's not like...
Well, is that the GM or is that the head coach? Because we're talking about 2 different things. Because
Bill, the GM is horrible.
If I look at the failures of the Patriots, it was due to the draft picks. I don't think it had anything to do with his coaching style or the way he coached. I think it was due to the players that he drafted. I think it was the GM Belichick that kind of overshadows the head coach
like
Belichick.
Bill O'Brien.
Like, I feel like head coach Belichick, to me, I hate this. It's crazy to say this. He might be really underrated instead of overrated, because the GM aspect, he wasn't the best GM. But I could point out a lot of instances where he picked out players that you're like, who the fuck is that? And they made huge impacts on championship teams.
But it was only on defense. That's offense.
But that's his specialty. That's what I'm saying.
But here's the thing. Who made the greatest trade of all time? Right now, it looks like the Chiefs. They traded up to 10 and got Patrick Mahomes.
Absolutely. Well, sure.
But look, that's 2020 hindsight. I'm not even thinking like that.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think that the gap with Andy Reid, what we're both trying to say is, which I'm shocked you said this.
It's closing.
It's closing, and it's closer than people think already.
Rapidly.
Oh,
to me,
yeah.
To me, it's rapidly because we live in the now.
And the way Bill Belichick went out was so bad.
It was bad.
I
And
mean,
I don't think Andy Reid's going to go out like that because he's got Mahomes. Unless Mahomes gets injured, he's out for the year, and Andy Reid says, you know what? I don't have it in me to do another year. I'm out.
Yo, and here's
That's
the thing, though. The other thing is, Nick, is not even that. If Andy Reid were to leave the Chiefs right now, he would have a job tomorrow wherever he wants.
For sure.
He would never be out for a year. Belichick's out for the year. That to me, again, but it's tarnishing.
Yeah, but Belichick is a different dude, though. He has to have his own staff. He's got to have his own. That takes time to build.
Yeah, I get it. But
so
it's
like
just
him taking a year off, when I actually think about it, it actually kind of makes sense for his style.
He's going to be narrating.
He's calculated.
He's going to be narrating the draft tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I think it's going to be dope.
I'm shocked by that, to be honest, because he doesn't give me like that personality.
You know what, man? Maybe this is.
It'll be good for him.
Yeah,
it'll be good for him.
I think he. You know what it is, because I think Belichick is so regarded as a legend, a living legend, that we don't get to see enough of him. We don't get to hear from him. We don't get to hear his thoughts. The way he talks about football, picking his brain. We don't get a chance to do that on any platform. So the fact that he's able to do that, that is great for the game.
What's crazier with that is like you're saying on the hearing their voice. When did people start loving Tom Brady? When he got outspoken and started talking. Aaron Rodgers. I was Aaron Rodgers' biggest hater. Now I love Aaron Rodgers. The Jets are winning the AFC East to me.
Bill has to win the public.
Yes, agreed.
Watch Bill tomorrow night. I guarantee you're going to see Bill Belichick smile. I think you're going to see Bill Belichick really talk his shit, though. Like, I think you're really going to hear him talk his shit. Like, I think he's going to X's and O the hell out of you. Where you're going to be like, holy fuck, I can see why he's the greatest. And I also feel like he's going to be very friendly. And I think he's going to be like he'll be joking a lot. I think he's going to be very even keel. I'm looking forward to it. Because I think this is a chance for him to get the public attention. Like, yo, maybe Belichick, maybe all those reports are cap. Yo, maybe like he really is a good guy, and like maybe we're just. Maybe
it's hard though because nobody's ever really come out and like.
Well, Tom Brady loves him.
He's got it. I don't think deep down Tom Brady loves him.
I do.
I think he respects him because I
do think he loves him.
They did legendary shit for 20 years.
Bro, he cries when he talks about him, bro.
I mean,
that's a different type of love.
He was with him on a crazy run.
But that's a different type of love, bro.
I get it.
Yeah, so I think he loves him. I think he just had tough love. That's all.
Well, going back to the draft, what are your five? Who are your first five off the board tomorrow?
Oh, this is gonna be good, man.
Because I think
I spent some time on this, but you go ahead.
So look, I think it's quarterback heavy and wide receiver.
Me too.
So number one, obviously, is Caleb Williams. I disagree with that pick. I think the Bears are making another mistake. And I have no issue saying that. I could totally be wrong. I don't think I'm wrong. I think I'm 100% right, as I always do. The Commanders, I think they take Jaden McDaniels. I don't know why they would go for Drake May. I get the heebie-jeebies when I take any Tar Heel at this point. So, and then I got the Patriots, I think, get Drake May. Because apparently Jared Mayo said that they were, like, the offers they get have been laughable. And no serious offers. And I feel like saying, well, that's because you're an unserious franchise. Patriots are some shit. The Cardinals are getting Marvin Harrison Jr., and the Chargers are getting Malik Neighbors. The Chargers absolutely, unless they trade out, which I think is possible. Because the Chargers and Vikings, it has made sense. But here's the thing, dude. I think if the Vikings move up to 5 for Justin McCarthy, I think Kevin O'Connell and the GM, they will be out of jobs within 3 years max.
So who, JJ McCarthy?
Yeah. Who'd I say?
Justin.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, JJ McCarthy.
Juddy.
If you trade up for bro, you probably won't be there in 3 years.
I like your list. I do.
Look, it's pretty standard.
I do.
But the first 3 picks are going to be quarterbacks.
I disagree.
Regular.
And I spent some time on this, and I was like, you know what? It really boiled down to me. The 5th overall pick is the trickiest pick to predict, in my opinion. And I'm going to break it down for you. So number 1, obviously everybody knows in their mother, it's Caleb Williams, right? Like, that's not a secret. Commanders, despite the reports that were coming out about Jaden Daniels' camp being upset about the Commanders' visit, I still think they take him. Fucked it. I don't give a fuck.
I'm the same way.
I don't care. You're our guy. We'll deal with that later.
Yep.
We're about to change your life. You'll forget about it. You'll move on. You know what I mean? I don't think there's any bad blood there. 3, now this is where it gets interesting. I think the Patriots make a trade here, and I think they trade with the Chargers. I think the Chargers move up in the number 3 spot. I think they take Marvin Harrison Jr. And I think that because the Cardinals are there. The Cardinals
Big family. I like that.
Because look, read the tea leaves, right? Keenan Allen got traded. He's gone.
Yep.
Mike Williams, he's gone. You got Justin Herbert. You just signed him for like $280 million, right? The fuck are you going to do with him? Quentin Johnston, stop. They got a plan. The plan is to go get the best wide receiver in this draft, and that's going to be Marvin Harrison Jr. And I think they're going to trade with New England. I think New England's going to take the 5 pick, and they're going to get a first-round pick next year. And they're going to get a couple picks in this draft along with the number 5.
Okay, sis,
Okay?
you cooking.
4 Vikings are going to trade with the Cardinals here. I think the Cardinals actually trade with the Vikings. The Cardinals will acquire 11 and 23, which the Vikings do have currently right now. And I think the reason is because, look, the Cardinals they're in a rebuild, bro. They need to acquire as many picks as they can. If they can get 2 picks for this pick, absolutely slam dunk, do it.
I disagree with you though. How
Why?
are they in a rebuild? They have a franchise quarterback. So I've been
They're in a
told.
rebuild, bro.
But I've been told they have a
No,
franchise quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
I know. Look, I get that. But they're in a rebuild. For sure.
You can't rebuild with that contract. Well, no, I guess you can, but you need to trade down and acquire picks. So okay,
They got rid of Hollywood.
Apologies, you're cooking.
Right?
You're right. You're right. I'm with
look, I think the Vikings here move up, and I think they take Drake May. I don't think the Vikings are going in here with Sam Darnold, bro.
So you think Drake May's falling to 4?
I think he's falling to 4.
I like that.
I do.
Is there any possibility the Chargers trade Justin Herbert?
No. Why would they? Do you want to trade Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen, and then get rid of Mike Williams? Your whole fucking and Eckler?
I'm just asking.
You're really cleaning house.
I know
if you do that, that's crazy.
I know that, but why is there?
I saw that report. What was it? CTE?
CTE ESPN.
SPN, yeah. He's fucking crazy.
That
would be crazy. That would be insane. That would be some like WWE type
There was
of shit,
a part where I read it and I was like, yeah,
it made sense.
I hate to say that Antonio Brown made sense.
It kind of made sense.
I'm like, I actually could Harbaugh, when the new coach comes in and you have Harbaugh's attitude, you want your guy. Could he go get fucking JJ and shock the world and get off of Herbert's contract?
If he did that, bro, he would be out of a job next year, bro.
I'm just asking.
Crazy.
I'm just asking.
Imagine giving up Justin Herbert for fucking JJ McCarthy.
Well, I mean, Justin Herbert hasn't proven shit to me.
Yeah, but Justin Herbert ain't throwing no fucking 5 passes in a game. That's for damn sure. That talent is too damn good to be throwing for 5 passes in a game.
How many playoff games?
It don't matter, bro. He's still talented as fuck. He got a rocket arm. Look, despite what you think, I think he's talented. I'm not going to give up on him.
I got you. I'm with you. I'm playing.
I'm not there yet with him. You know what I mean? Look, he has been disappointing early on, but I'm not here to give up on him. I still believe in talent. I think he can get the Chargers where they need to be. They just got to provide talent. And I think that they're going to do it in this draft by getting Marvin Harrison Jr. at number 3. The Vikings are going to draft Drake May at 4. Cardinals are going to stockpile the picks. They're rebuilding. That's the best way to do it, right? Now, number 5 is where the New England comes back in because they traded with the Chargers. I have no idea what the fuck they're going to do with this pick. I sat here. I swear to bro, I spent time on this, bro. I really have. And this is a tricky situation for New England because my thing is I would trade out of that spot because there is no quarterback left in this draft that is worth number 5 for me.
It's a reach.
Me personally, if you're going to take a quarterback at number 5, I'd rather just take Malik Neighbors instead.
Yeah.
I go get your wide receiver that you've been dying to go get.
Honestly, I think after Jaden Daniels, it's a
I think it's going to be a free fall.
It should be. It's a reach.
I don't think McCarthy's sniffing top 5. I don't think McCarthy's going top 10.
I don't know about that.
You heard it here.
I think
it's smoke screen, bro. I've seen it before. It's smoke screen.
So you think JJ got all that hype and he's going to pull an Aaron Rodgers and drop?
All that hype. I think JJ is falling out of top 10. I do.
Interesting. I can't wait for
I look down the line. Who the fuck is going to take them outside of the top 4? The Giants? Do you think they could?
The Giants.
But
But not
bro,
for nothing. It's like
not for
drafting
nothing,
Daniel
bro.
Jenkins,
That's what
Daniel
I'm
Jones
saying.
Jr.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, like that's crazy to me.
You already
You're
have
gonna-
one dorky ass white
You
quarterback.
got Daniel Jones on the books for $40 million, and then you draft another quarterback at number 5.
that
Come on.
is similar to Daniel Jones.
Come on. I don't think they're going that route though. I don't think the Giants are drafting JJ. I don't believe that.
What do you think about the Eagles?
Well, I think the Eagles, to me, I think they are candidates to move out of the first round as well. I think the Eagles could trade, but I don't think they do.
They got to get younger on offensive line. They got to get ready for Lane to depart. They do, because you lose Kelsey and Lane within 3 years.
I want
you
an
gotta
offensive
know.
tackle or a corner.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a corner, the white dude.
But there's one pick that I
Gene.
would not mind, and I was reading into a little bit too. Brock Bowers, right? Look, I know we have Goddard. I get it.
I would never.
You
take
look at
him.
me like I'm fucking crazy, and I fucking love that. You want to know why? We don't have a wide receiver 3. We could play 2 tight end sets. We could have Goddard, and we could have Brock Bowers. We could have Devontae Smith, AJ Brown, and Saquon. Those are our skill position players on the field at all times. That's fucking tough.
But Nick, you can't waste a team on that when you have other needs. That
No.
You already have enough ball catchers.
And look, I get that. But look at the history of the Eagles drafting when their tight end gets a little bit up there in age. Now, look, Goddard is 29. The Eagles drafted Zach Ertz when Sullick was 28. Goddard is 29 right now. The replacement's coming.
I get it. No, I get
Could
it.
this be the spot? Now, look,
No way.
if the Eagles do take Brock Bowers, I'm not mad about it for one reason and one reason only. They would have to nail the second round pick and go get a position of need. That second round pick has to be a certified starter, and you have to nail that pick.
Well, here's the thing. With
You
corner,
have to.
we need a corner, but Isaiah Rodgers is coming
sure.
back. And in 2022,
I'm not
he was,
depending on Aaron. No, I'm not depending on him though.
he was ranked 6th in coverage.
I know, but look, the same way you gave flack about Calvin Ridley and you had questions about him coming back is the same questions I'm going to have about Mr. Rodgers. That's fair,
That's fair. That's fair.
right?
Yeah.
So
no, I'm with you.
look, if the Eagles do go corner, I'm not mad about it. But if they go Brock Bowers, they have to address the need in the second round.
Bro, if they draft Brock Bowers,
It would be fine.
a tight end in the first round, that would be so. There's no way Howie does that,
Why would that be dumb?
because it's not a position of need right now.
It will be.
It will, but you can wait a year.
Yeah, but you're getting a generational type of guy. And you're getting him in the middle of the
There's
round.
too many holes, though, dude. What are you going to do?
I get
you
it.
already have a new center coming in.
I get exactly. You already filled the spot.
I don't know.
Yeah, all you got to do is get a corner in the second round or trade for one. Somebody's going to be traded.
I just don't see.
Surtain,
I feel like
maybe give up the second round pick and go get Surtain.
now I'm in on
Now
that.
you can get Brock Bowers and Surtain. I'm fucking rocking with it, bro.
No, I'm in on
Like
that.
that's fire to me. That's the draft that I want.
I would give up the first to go get Surtain. Surtain is like that.
Nah, a second round pick where the Eagles are, I think that would do it. Now, do the Eagles have a second round pick? I think they have the 50th, right? Is that what they have?
What?
Eagles second round pick. What number is that?
I think it's mid to late. I don't think it's early.
We have number 22,
Yeah,
which is our first one, right?
yeah, but our second round pick is late. I think it's towards 50.
I think it's 50. Yeah. So okay. So then
Is
we're
it 50?
outside. So we have a third round pick. So
Is it 50?
50.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm doing it. I'm calling Denver. I'll give you the fucking 50th.
Well,
pick,
you'll get-
and I'll give you a 7th rounder. I don't give a fuck.
Absolutely. But here's the thing. If you did, a good thing you're not the GM, because we would kick you out of Philly the same
You're
way.
crazy as
We're
hell.
getting ready to
I
kick the
built a
Sixers
fucking
out.
good ass team, bro. You know that.
Let's go to the NBA.
Why? Wait. You just want to transition like that?
Yeah, why?
Why? How you gonna shit on my GM skills and then just transition to the NBA?
You got the
What kind of
Eagles.
shit is
Take,
this?
you got because I can't. It's
You tell me what's wrong with the pick. If I told
you can't take a tight end right now
why
because it doesn't fit a position of need, and we have positions of need.
did it fit the position of need when Brent Selleck was 28?
It was
no.
Nick,
we
you can't
got
compare
Ertz.
that.
We got Ertz.
But you can't compare that
Why?
because right now we are built to go get it.
But you could be built to go get it.
But Nick, here's the
Regardless,
thing: you're not.
Yeah, but hold on. Your wide receiver 3 hole wouldn't even matter, bro. You want to know why? Because you have 2 tight ends who can catch the ball, or athletic. You got Devontae Smith.
We got a third wide receiver.
AJ Brown. Who?
Paris Campbell.
Stop it. Saquon Barkley, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, and our 2 tight ends on the field at all times.
Nikki.
Bro, come on, bro.
Nikki.
What are we talking about?
Nikki, you already have
See?
too many mouths to feed, and you added Saquon, who's a pass-catching running back, Nikki.
See, when I bring up good points, you revert to insults. That's how I know that I cook your ass. It's all good, bro. Listen to me. I don't think my theory is crazy. I think Kellen Moore likes to play that style.
But no, it's not about that, bro. There's too many mouths to feed already. And if you add in Brock, you don't add in a generational talent to run 2 tight end sets and fucking block.
What does that mean? The too many mouths to feed. They all signed up to have a share of the ball.
No, I get that. But
so who cares?
You're not going to have that many offensive plays. You're not going to draft Brock Bowers to be on the line.
Why not?
You don't do that with that
You can
position.
design him to get open. Absolutely. Why not?
It's not.
I don't think it's that bad, bro. I really don't.
The position is not important right now.
Crazy.
It's not important right now.
So if they got Brock Bowers and they drafted a cornerback in the 2nd round, and that cornerback is pretty good. He's starter like he can start.
Well, bro, Phil could fucking start over Bradbury.
But are you going to be upset? No. Why wouldn't you, bro? You got a star corner. You got a cornerback, a starter corner. Right,
but Nick,
and you got Brock Bowers, the best tight end in the draft.
But
That's fucking crazy.
But the Brock Bowers pick would be contingent upon the 2nd round pick being an absolute stud. There's no guarantee on that. And now, if you draft a 2nd round player and he's like, well,
if you're Howie and you trust your draft and your instincts, absolutely, you wouldn't bat a fucking eye.
Who was the dude we drafted? He had a torn ACL. He was supposed to be like a 1st overall pick. He was a cornerback, and he was trash.
Keely Ringo?
No. It was a few years ago, and then he went to the Jags. Sidney something.
Sidney Brown?
No, not Sidney Brown, bro. He was Sidney Jones the 4th.
Oh, Sidney Jones.
He was fucking garbage. If that happens and you draft Brock Bowers, dude, that is a colossal mistake.
So if you draft a cornerback in the 1st round and he is fucking ass,
it's different.
Like he's not even like worth discussing. He's out of the league in like 3 years. What happens to your corner? You're done.
Let me put it to you. Say, if you have Carson Wentz, and you draft a quarterback in the 2nd round, and it's Zach Wilson, you totally fucked your franchise up for a few years.
Yeah.
But you just got lucky and nailed Jalen Hurts, and that's okay. But you can't make that mistake when you need to get younger at offensive line after losing Kelsey.
No, look. So you want the Eagles to go to the offensive line?
I turned the stove up.
So you want the
You had me on simmer, but now I got you on 6.
All right, listen. So you want the offensive line?
Yes.
I'm not mad at that, though. That's not. I'm not mad at that.
I said I wanted the offensive line.
If they go offensive line, cool. But if they go Brock Bowers and they go and then they go cornerback 2nd round, then they go get a guard or a center in the 3rd, I'm not mad about that, bro.
I am. You could go get a tight end in the 3rd.
But you could go get a fucking guard in the 3rd round too as well.
But bro,
there's a lot more of alignment than there is skill position.
But from everything that I've read, it's a good offensive line draft.
That means it's a deep draft. So you can go get that offensive line later in the draft. Go get that good tight end, that generational guy, replace Goddard next year, because that let's be real, that's coming.
No, I know that. I've never been a huge Goddard guy to begin with.
But you can go get the best tight end in the last since whenever. I'm not even gonna go Kyle Pitts, right? Because he hasn't proven it.
Kyle Pitts is shit.
But that's the thing. Like it's like I feel like that's a good opportunity for the Eagles, man. Look. It might not happen. It might not happen.
It better not happen. Big theories.
But look, I'm not mad about it though. That's the thing. Like I don't want I don't know. I just feel like I don't want people to be mad about it because I feel like there is a path where if the Eagles did do that, I think that it could still be a great draft regardless. I think people could look at that pick and be like, yo, Eagles were right.
You ready to transition?
Let's transition.
Thank you. Sixers are down 2-0 to the Knicks. I want to start asking your permission now.
That's crazy.
Embiid after game 2 says the Sixers will win the series because they're simply the better team. You think it's facts or cap? Because to me, it's all facts. The Knicks will not win another game this series.
That's crazy.
The Knicks do not win another game. This series is over in 6. It's 4-0. It's going to be 2-2. It's going to be 4-2. It's going to be 2-2 headed back to New York. And that's just final. It is what it is, dude. They got lucky. The one thing I will say, though, is what they got to chill out on is the leading rebounder in the series can't be Josh Hart. Bro can't have 15 rebounds in a game. Average 14.
He was shit on it.
We got to chill on that. But the Knicks, they're not winning another game. I don't want to hear it anymore.
For real?
They're not winning another game.
I think this series is going to come down to game 5.
Do we win tomorrow night?
I think we no. The Sixers take care of business. The next two. I think the series is going to come down to Game 5, back in New York, because if we can win 2 in Philly, right? All the pressure's in New York, in my opinion. I think all the pressure's on the Knicks. Of course. They're the second
seed.
That home crowd has been dying for a playoff.
And remember,
win, bro.
Role players play better at home. So now they're going to come to the jungle, and we'll see what it is. Because I guarantee that crowd's going to be fucking loud tomorrow in South Philly.
Now look, if we get our ass clapped in Philly,
no, that's not happening.
Now we got to have a different conversation, bro.
You ever had your ass clapped in Philly?
Come on, fam. What we doing here, bro? What's going on?
I was just asking a simple question. That's all.
Yeah, I know, but stay on topic. All right.
It
was corn in there. Still.
I had
Yo, we haven't said that in years.
Yo, let's talk about it. Yeah, real shit.
I forgot about that.
Philly
it
filling
was
the
corn
boards.
in there still.
Dude,
Philly filling the boards.
No, I don't even know what fucking things we
Man,
got
it's
anymore.
been-
I was looking for
like
ass
it.
clapping, but I couldn't find it.
That's
Ass
great,
clapping.
bro. That's great. But yeah, no, we're not getting clapped tomorrow. That's for sure. And did you see the report that came out?
Cakewalk,
Stephen A. Smith even said it. The Sixers
what?
got robbed.
Of course we did. Yeah.
The NBA came out.
Yeah, but
See,
look-
you had that little tone right there where you thought I was saying something slick.
No. Fuck that. We're not doing that. What we're doing is,
Oh my god.
I'm not the kind of guy that's going to blame a call on the reason why we lost that game, bro.
Did I blame that?
Nah, but you're alluding to it.
I didn't allude to nothing.
Stephen A. Smith said, "Fuck him, bro."
He did. He said the Sixers were robbed. I was just using him as an example because he's an avid New York fan.
For sure, we got robbed. We definitely got robbed, but that's not the reason why we lost.
All right, we'll put some respect on my fucking name.
I know, my bad.
Proceed.
No, you go ahead.
Oh.
This is your floor.
So yeah, my crib. My thing is that
That's crazy.
the Sixers got smoked, dude. It was a timeout. He had possession of the ball. You can see the photos. You can check out Barstool Philly. He was fouled twice. He was mugged. It was bullshit. Really, the Sixers should be up 2-0.
Should be, but we're not.
But we're not. But we're down 0-2.
I think we come back. I do. I think we're going to win the series.
The comeback is always
I
better
don't
than the
think we're
setback.
going to win in 6. I think
absolutely.
it would definitely come down to Game 7 because
No.
I don't think you think the Knicks are sweet. I don't think they're sweet. I think they've been pretty good.
They
all
play
year.
good team ball.
Yeah, that's right, and that works in the playoffs.
It does, but it's
That
not
works to your advantage. in
It
the
can,
playoffs.
but it's not going to work against Philly.
I hope not, but it could, and that's what I fear. So to me, Sixers need to take care of business at home. Period. And Game 5 to me is the series, because if we lose that game, we're not winning 2 games in a row after that, in my opinion. Because our confidence will be shot.
We're not going to have to worry about it, dude.
Nah,
We're not going to have to worry about it because we're. You'll see tomorrow night. We're going to put polls on tomorrow. We're letting tomorrow by at least 12.
So the point spread is 4.5. I found that pretty big to be interesting. I love the Sixers at 4.5.
That's a big spread.
I think that's a big spread for a team that's down
7 seed,
2-0.
down 2-0, and they're a 7 seed.
Yeah,
And you are 4.5 point favorite.
I'm taking the 4.5.
So I didn't even know
False.
that. I didn't even look that. But
that is
major. That's
that is crazy.
kind of gay.
Yeah,
But
I
you're a
agree.
4.5 point favorite. Okay, they win that game by 12 tomorrow.
I agree. I actually think the
And
Sixers
I think the
take care of
defense is going to be
business.
stifling. They might not even score 100.
I think it's a Maxey game. I think Maxey has a great game. I think he puts up 30.
I think Embiid's going to put one out.
Not yet.
He's going off tomorrow.
His game, it's not yet. I know what your game you're talking about. You're waiting for that Embiid game
He's
to
going
have
to
40,
explode.
where he has like 40.
That's
and
tomorrow night.
40, 15, and 8. Right?
Yeah, it's already rolled for tomorrow night because I cannot wait for that. I'm going to have a nice cup of coffee, buttery syrup, IHOP K-Cup. It's the best coffee I've ever had.
It's hard.
Best coffee I've ever had. Let's go to the Pacers and the Bucks. Tied 1-1. What do you think about the Bucks, dude? I know they need Giannis back, but apparently I don't think Giannis is coming back. I was I forget where I read it, but or who it was. It might have been Shams said that he's not even close to running. So Dame was carried them in game 1. He was on one a little bit last night, but he's been having second half flameouts.
Yeah.
And honestly, dude, Doc is washed up as a coach. So the Pacers they just run and run and run. They're running them to death.
They're going to run.
I don't know if it's sustainable. It might be sustainable for round 1 because I think the Bucks are poorly coached because I think Doc Rivers is trash.
Yeah.
And I've seen Doc Rivers. He coached my favorite team, and it was just like disaster after disaster. But honestly, that's the least interesting series to me.
Yeah. Yes, and no.
We'll talk about the next topic on here is where I think you'll go. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get. But yeah, no. Dame Dollar is going insane. I don't think he can carry them past the Pacers though.
No way.
Because I feel like the Bucks are like without Giannis, they're relying more on Chris Middleton. They're relying more on Bobby Portis to be a scorer, and I don't think they have it to fuck with the Pacers. And
I
think the Pacers are a really good team. They're tough, man.
Sorry, I want to say this because Chris Johnson said, as nice as a comeback would be, and Embiid is barely making it, getting out rebounded by Isaiah Hartenstein at the end of the game is not good. I totally agree on that, but I will say this too. Hartenstein's been playing his ass off. I failed to mention him, but he reminds me all of a sudden he's like Chris Birdman Anderson.
Yeah.
That's exactly who he is. He's a hard-nosed player. Like, he's not sweet.
Nah, he ain't sweet with it.
He's been playing awesome, but I agree with Chris. That's a really good point. Similar to what I was saying about you can't have Josh Hart having 15 rebounds in a game. You can't have Hartenstein out there putting paws on Embiid.
I agree.
You cannot have that. Like, Embiid didn't have a rebound in the fourth quarter.
That's embarrassing.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
Come on, bro. You can't do that.
Yeah, he's too good to not get a rebound.
You're a superstar.
Yeah, that's insane.
You're a superstar.
Totally agree with you. Yeah.
But yeah, back to the I just wanted to address that comment.
Yeah, I think the Bucks are going to be out here, man. I think they'll win another game. I do. I think it's going to be done in 6 though. I think the Pacers are going to beat them in 6. That's what it's like. It's kind of shaping up to be. Unless Dame is going to, he has to be incredible. Like, he has to have an insane.
He has to turn back the clock like FR.
Like, he's got to drop like 35 consistently.
It's not,
and get his teammates involved. Like Middleton's got to put up 20.
It's not even that, bro.
Portis has got to put up 15.
He needs to carry the momentum. He needs to be dominant in the second half as well as the first half. Even if he has 17 in the first half, he has to follow it up with 25 or 20 in the second half.
Yeah, but they're asking consistency out of players that aren't really consistent. Like Bobby Portis is like 15 plus. Like, oh, can he do it?
He's a good player, but he's not.
He ain't that.
He's not a reliable scorer.
Not in the playoffs. The playoffs different.
Correct.
Playoffs, you got to have you got to elevate your shit.
Yeah.
You know, I don't see that with them right now. So to me, I'm out on them. I think the Pacers are the better team.
What do you think about the Cavs and the Magic? Cavs are up 2-0. I said when we were talking about our brackets that the Magic remind me of the Cavs last year, where they're just inexperienced. They're not ready for the moment. Jared Allen said that himself, so that's not just me making shit up. What do you think about that series? Because I have an interesting take on this.
Now, you actually nailed that, man, because that actually is exactly what it looks like. It looks like the Cavs are like, yo, we're getting our lick back from last year.
But the Magic next year, they're going to be serious.
Oh, they're going to be a problem.
They're going to be good because Paolo Banchero,
Franz.
Yeah, they are a good team.
They got a good squad.
They got a good foundation over there. I think, and I know we'll probably talk about this when the season's over. If you put Clay on the Magic,
I know.
Look, I think Clay is.
I think he could be a good 6-man.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He comes up and be a sharpshooter for them.
He's not a starter, though. Those days are done.
Maybe. But he was, I don't know, he was cooking towards the end of the year. But he was trash. He ended on a bad note. I get it.
But you're going to pay up for him, too.
That's what I'm saying.
That's where I'm like,
but he could be a good vet for that team.
Sure. But a 6-man salary, I'm not giving you like the max.
But here's the thing. I kind of feel like the Cavs have a path to the Eastern Conference Finals.
They could.
Like I think it's more likely than not that the Cavs make the Eastern Conference Finals.
Interesting. That is interesting.
I really do.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think there's a chance LeBron will go back to the Cavs?
No. And the only reason I say that is because he doesn't want to leave. He doesn't want to leave where he lives. That's it. If LeBron goes to any team, it'll be the Warriors.
Wow. Or Clippers?
No.
No clip?
Nope. They don't have enough assets because of the Paul George trade. I think Paul George comes to Philly in the offseason because I think the Clippers are done.
Personally,
we'll get there.
I think LeBron with the Sixers would be excellent. Like, I think that's a match made in heaven.
It is to a degree. The only issue is
for me.
The issue is that AD and Embiid, you can't count on their health. You can this year with AD.
Yeah, but we got Maxey. We got and we'll have Bron. Come on, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, give us shooters like what we have.
Yeah,
like Buddy Hield would be used. We don't fucking use that guy.
I know.
Like,
I know, dude. I don't even know what we traded for.
We forgot to mention that. Like, bro, he is not.
He left his shot in New Orleans.
I don't know what's going on. But we just can't get him going. Like, we can't get him open. Like, there's nothing. What's the point of trading for him? Like all I heard was, oh yeah, he was the best option on the market, and it's like if that was the best option on the
There was no
market, we
market.
got duped.
Yeah, you were in the Dollar General.
What the fuck do we, like? Yeah. So I don't know. That shit's confusing to me. But going back to it, yeah, Bron on the Sixers would be a problem. That's for sure.
I mean, I totally agree, and obviously I'm not against it because I think
that's for sure.
fucking obviously LeBron.
But also LeBron on
and
the
he's
Mavs,
the best player ever
on the Mavericks. That's a match made in heaven. He's already played with Kyrie, and he would love to play with Luka. That would be crazy.
And you got Hardaway over there.
That would be crazy.
I know, but he's not going down there.
Nah.
What do you think about the Celtics? So look, the Celtics are up 1-0.
Oh wait, they're playing right now.
They're playing right now, and they're currently losing. 85-79. So it's only 6 points midway.
It's the start of the fourth quarter.
But here's the thing. This is what's crazy. Because when I read this to Epic, I was about to tell you Boston is sweeping them with ease. And then you see this, and somehow the Heat with Eric Spoelstra just find a way to be annoying. Eric Spoelstra, I just want to say this. I don't care who you're talking about. Eric Spoelstra is the single best coach in the NBA.
For sure.
Hands
I'm not
down,
going to argue that.
Inarguable. I get it. T. Lue is the man. I think T. Lue's definitely a top 5. You want to go whoever you want. Nick Nurse, I think you could argue is in the top 5. Eric Spoelstra is the best coach in the NBA. It's 100% fact.
I'm not going to disagree with you on that.
The fact that they're even up against Boston with this squad is crazy.
So I took the Heat tonight.
Oh, then they have no chance at winning.
Minus 14.5. I'm sorry, plus 14.5.
I was about to say.
Yo.
That was the line?
Let me say something real quick. I'm a jinx. I do lose a lot of bets. Right? But the one thing I'm not is a fucking dummy. All right. When you give me 14.5 points with a team that's down 1-0 on the road, right? Fighting for their lives at this point, because they already know what the Celtics are, right?
Yep.
I had the best coach in the league. I got championship pedigree. I got amazing culture. And I'm getting 14.5 points.
Because the talent.
That to me is a fucking steal.
I agree with you. Because the talent.
I stole money from Vegas tonight. And I feel so fucking good about that. I hope I don't lose this bet though.
I was just about to tell you.
If I jinx this shit, that would be crazy. But right now, I'm up 20.5 points in the start of the fourth quarter.
That's not shit.
It's not shit, but usually 14, you're hitting that bet. For sure. 14.5? That's a lot of points.
You just put the kibosh on yourself, bro.
I did.
You did that, bro. Why would you do that?
Because I'm confident enough to say that tonight is the night where that just is done.
Well, I'm gonna be watching here.
I'm trying to put that to bed.
Well, I'm doing my laundry. I'm trying to put you to bed.
That's crazy. Let's move on.
Let's move on is the title. Phil, write that down. Let's move on. No, so I'm gonna be here pretty late because I'm doing my laundry here because my fucking pipe exploded. But pause. Whoa.
Hey,
my bad.
Hey, yo.
My bad. Excuse me. So we're gonna be able to laugh about that or just sit there and disbelieve if they blow that. But the Heat winning this right now is just unbelievable to me. Nuggets go up 2-0 on the Lake Show. The Lakers blew a 20-point lead in the third quarter. Questionable calls, especially the one on D. You think it's too tall of a mountain to climb, or do you think the Lakers could pull it off? Because I got to say, bro, when they lost on Monday night, that actually hurt me more, or was right up there on the level with Kawhi's game-winning shot.
Was that like the knife and somebody twisting it?
I honestly, dude, I couldn't fall asleep.
And
it was because the Lakers have led for 70 minutes out of 96 in this series. The Lakers have been handling them and playing really good basketball. They can't finish down the stretch.
Can't close.
And it's so frustrating. And the problem is for the first time, I think, maybe last year, I guess you could say it, LeBron is not the best player on the floor. And it's not even close. With playoff LeBron.
He is in spurts. I will say that.
He is, because he could still do it.
Because I'm like, holy fuck, there ain't nobody better than this motherfucker.
When he hit those 2 threes and they went up 89, 81,
did you see that
81.
block in the first quarter? Come on, fam.
How do you watch LeBron and say he's not the GOAT?
That's what
he's 39 years old.
You see it in spurts. The greatness is never going to go away. Like he's always going to have the moments where you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he's an alien, dude. He's not human.
The way he blocked Jamal Murray at the rim is crazy,
then he flexed and shit.
And then he flexed like he's damn near 40.
He's an old ass man.
Like
bro.
that's special. Now look, is it a two tall of a mountain, I'm going to say no. I've seen this dude beat the Warriors, bro. I've seen him come back against the craziest comeback I've ever seen.
Fair point.
3-1 against the best team I have ever
It
seen.
was 7 years ago.
It don't matter. Don't matter, though. They no fucking mountain taller than that one. He conquered it. This ain't shit to him, according to that team. Can they do it? I think so. I think they can come back. Look, they got to get one here.
No, they need to get tomorrow.
They have to get tomorrow. Tomorrow is it. This is their season. If they lose tomorrow, it's over. It's a wrap. They're gonna get swept, and it's game over.
Come over and burn tomorrow night. Watch it.
I'm down. If they win tomorrow, they're back.
Absolutely.
Because I think they have confidence knowingly, like, hey, we had these guys in Denver. If we can just get another one in LA, all bets are off.
Here's the craziest
Let's fucking
thing.
do this.
The Lakers,
Like, I think there is a path there, man.
they could potentially be up 2-0 in this series. They damn sure should be 1-1. Do I think they win game 3? I do. Am I scared about it? Yes, because the loss can be so deflating. But you got to be mentally strong.
Yeah, for sure.
And if there's somebody, in my opinion, that can do it, it's a LeBron James-led team.
Exactly.
And I think that, here's the thing. I still got the Lakers winning in 7. Because I've seen them handle them. Honest to God, they got to get one game and get this whole, they
That's
lost 10 straight off their
That's what
back.
I'm saying.
Get your confidence back. Reeves is at home now. Reeves
I don't
hopefully
think the
puts on.
confidence is wavered, though, Mike.
No, I think it's
confidence is
adding
there.
fuel to the fire.
I think they're like, yo, if we could just get one,
That's it.
get that mystique off of our back that we lost, like just like you said. I think this is a different series because I think when they look at the tape from the first 2 games when they played them in Denver,
There's a lot of positives.
there's a lot of positives that you could be like, yo, if we could just steal one, put some pressure on them, we could do this.
Yes.
Because LeBron kind of used that tactic when he played the Warriors, when they were down 3-1. He said, let's just get one. Let's get one and keep, because the pressure's on them. Pressure ain't
They gotta
it's not
wear-
on us.
They got to wear the Mamba jerseys tomorrow.
Is that a good record with them on?
Yeah, that's when they won it when they won the finals in Game 5 in 2020.
So this is game time for them. This is they know what time it is.
Lakers are coming back.
They know what time it is.
The Lake Show's coming back.
Look, I think they have a path to do it. It is a tall task,
We
but
coming back.
I do think that if there is a team that could do it, it is that team. It is.
Agreed.
It's the leadership. It's the championship pedigree. The Lakers just won the chip a couple of years ago.
The
It's like,
scary thing is D'Lo had 7 threes.
yeah.
Are
and
you
lost.
getting that again?
And lost. Yeah, the Lakers did play it like damn near perfect.
They
I know.
played a damn near perfect game, and then they blew it down the stretch, which is it just like I said, it was deflating. As a LeBron fan, that sucked because if it's 1-1, you go home and win game 3 and you're up 2-1,
It's different.
the pressure shifts.
Yeah,
Now you're playing with house money.
I think so.
And you can get one in Denver. It's gonna be you got to beat him 4 out of 5 times now. It's gonna be tough, but if there's a guy that can do it, he wears 23 on the purple and gold.
Yeah, and look, I don't think Denver is going to blink. I think Denver is for real. Like I think even if the Lakers come back and tie this series, like I think Denver is going to be. They're going to hold their own. I don't think they're going to be shook by the moment. I don't. I think they're good enough to where if they were to drop 2 here to the Lakers and go back home with all the pressure on them, I still think they will be okay. I just think that the Lakers, the confidence factor to me is the difference because they know they can play with them.
I know.
And if you can just tie the series and anything, I know, pause. If you could just get any type of spark, any type of positive in the series overall, anything can happen.
Yo, shout out to Liz. He went up there and put that shit in the dryer. Put that shit on.
Oh,
She's
that's
a real
wifey.
one.
For sure.
You did that, bro.
I know. It would do that.
You really did that.
It will do that.
That's amazing. Shout out Liz. Liz, you want to come on and get on the pod?
She would never get on the pod.
No?
Nah. I don't get it.
She knows sports.
She's great at it. She really is. Sometimes, like her and I will argue about shit.
She probably put you in a fucking body bag.
Never.
I actually never thought it. I gotta ask her if she catches a body.
Never. Nah.
All right, go back to the thing. Thank you, Liz.
Yeah, she's great. Shout out Liz. Anyway, but yeah, that's my Lakers statement.
I'm just gonna call everybody tomorrow and the Lake Show. We back up.
We back up.
We back up.
Sick.
We back up. Damn, I should have worn my fucking Lakers jersey tonight. My LeBron Lakers jersey. I didn't even think about it.
He's behind you. Pause. Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The GOAT. Well, we can't see it on the screen. It's cool though. The GOAT. All right. OKC went up 1-0 on the Pelicans.
Play your shit.
What do you think about the Thunder? Bro, they're a young team and they are resilient
They're heat.
as shit.
They're heat. I fuck with them, yo. I've been watching them all year. Yo, this team, yo, they're young.
KD's going back to him, bro.
They could ball. Yo.
KD's going back.
You think so?
Yeah. I think he is. He's going to have a homecoming.
Let's talk about KD, man.
Well, we're going down to him next. We're going to go to him next, but that's going to be a good topic. But let's
It'll
just
be a
finish
good
it off. I
love the Thunder. They're for real.
Here's the thing. They don't have
could
any
definitely-
experience,
So
and I
what?
think that's going to get them.
I think that's overrated.
I don't.
I do.
I don't, bro. You need to have experience, dude. It's a mental game. It's mental warfare out there. You need to have IQ, high IQ, to win in the playoffs.
I don't know. I think it's kind of overrated to a degree.
We'll see. But for me, I know people are saying, like, I think the Pelicans could make this a 7-6 game series. I don't see that. I think the Pelicans get handled. Gentleman's sweep. Maybe regular sweep.
And that's what. So that's my point. This team has no experience. You're going to sweep somebody in the first round? No experience? That's why I think it's overrated.
All right, you won this bet, yo. 8 minutes left, 90-81. That's one in a row.
I told you.
That's one in a row.
See? I'm coming. I'm back, bro, for real. I think
we back up.
I really think there's something shifted.
Yeah, because you took a 14-point spread.
The energy shifted.
All right, go ahead. Sorry. Because I want to get to this Suns. I forgot about talking. I want to talk about that.
No, I just think playoff experience is overrated because if this team sweeps them in the first round, then what do you call that? They got experience. They just swept somebody.
Them. But they could turn around and get swept.
But they're young. They're energized. That's hard to beat.
I know.
I love this team. I think they can go all the way. Suns. What do you think about them? They're down 2-0 to the Wolves.
Cooked.
They cooked?
The Suns are ass. D-Book is sweet. KD is old. Brad is washed and is on the literal worst contract in the history of the NBA.
Tobias is up there, but that's okay.
Tobias never had a no-trade clause.
Okay.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
Bradley Beal, ever since he got that money from Washington, he's injured. He's out. Comes in. Garbage with it. I've been telling you, D-Book, sweet as hell. KD, I don't think KD's washed, but he's out there, bro. He looks old to me. He still can play. I'm not saying that he's trash, but he don't look like he has that killer in him no more.
I'm happy that we're having this conversation. I really am because I feel the same way. When I watch the Suns,
they don't give a fuck.
I'm not.
KD looks like he's out there just playing street ball. Like in terms of whatever, bro.
You want to? No, this is the truth. KD looks like a regular dude.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
He has lost like some magic to him.
He's not a magical player anymore.
He ain't the same anymore. He's certainly lost a step. Look, can he score the basketball? Absolutely.
There's no denying that.
Absolutely. But when we say like playoff basketball, I've watched him get swept last year, right? They got swept last year. Then correct me if I'm wrong. I believe they got swept. KD got swept in a playoff series.
That was 2 years ago.
I'm sorry, in Brooklyn.
Yeah, it's 2 years ago.
He was a disaster in Brooklyn.
By the Celtics. Last year, they lost in the second round to Denver.
Now they lost in the second. Yeah. KD, to me, he just hasn't done it in the playoffs.
This dude's legacy, bro.
And since the Warriors, since KD left the Warriors, I think KD has been irrelevant.
He has.
I want to say that.
I said this.
And
bro.
I love KD. I do. That's my guy.
I said this.
But ever since he left the Warriors, he has literally irrelevant. Because look, the league got better. Young superstars came in, overshadowed the league. KD hasn't won. So he hasn't been in the spotlight, right? And now when he's losing and getting swept in the playoffs, you've never heard a KD caliber superstar getting swept in the playoffs. Not first round. Never.
Michael Jordan.
But I'm talking about recent.
No, I'm kidding.
Like
I was just using that
you've never. It's rare to find that.
When Kevin Durant right now is not a top 10 player in the playoffs.
I agree.
Maybe not top 15.
And that's crazy to say that too.
It is.
I don't know about that, but like
Is he better in the playoffs right now than LeBron? No. Anthony Davis, Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray.
Luka,
now that's just one star. Luka, Kyrie.
Who else?
Luka, Kyrie. I'm in the West right now. Shea.
For sure.
Who's the other? Oh, Anthony Edwards. Sorry.
Jason Tatum.
I mean, bro, you just go down. Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid's on one leg playing better.
I might take Maxey too.
Yeah. After what Maxey just did.
Fuck with Maxey, yo.
After what Maxey just did, dude.
I probably would take Maxey over
Donovan
KD,
Mitchell
bro.
was killing it.
I don't know if I'm taking D Mitch over.
I'm just saying he at least looks like he's going. KD he looked lackadaisical.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not I don't know, bro.
He just be fried, bro.
I know.
He's chilling.
He's
chilling. Look, I think he still has a passion for the game. I just think that he has lost a step.
He did.
For sure. Like him and Booker being like, bro, they should be cooking people, bro.
Here's the problem too. They don't have a point guard, and Booker doesn't know how to do it. Booker doesn't know how to distribute and get his. He's not a natural point guard, and he's sweet.
They signed Grayson Allen.
Yeah, but I mean, look,
he got the bag.
Yeah, and then he's been trashed since.
Yeah, of course.
But here's the thing, dude. I go back to it. D-Book is some sweet.
He really has been trashed, bro. His last 2 games, he has 3 and 4 points.
He's been awful.
That's crazy. That guy got 78 million.
78.
Yo, and that's the thing that that's what really shakes me to my core, right? And I'm not a hater. Like I'm really not, man. Like I'm not a hater at all when it comes to that shit. Like I always advocate for people getting their bread, but I don't think people really fucking realize how much money $78 million is.
Phil.
For 4 yo, for 4 years of work.
Comments.
4 years of work.
No, it's not done yet, Phil. We're not done yet. Yeah, I know. I was telling you to look at the Slack.
In the comments.
I was asking if you want to order food. I'm fucking starving. I got the shakes.
For 4 years of work, $78 million that you put up performances in the playoffs of 3 and 4 points. That's crazy to me, bro. That's like me with a project deadline and I didn't make it.
You would lose your job.
I would lose my job. I'd be looked at funny. I'd be like, holy shit, this guy can't perform under the lights. This guy he's done. $78 million is fucking crazy to me. 3 and 4 points in the playoffs? And you got 78 million? Bro, I'm sorry, man. Like the average person is so used to it and so accustomed to seeing these kind of big numbers that they don't even bat an eye. Oh, 78 million. Oh, well, that's cool. That's a big contract. That's a nice contract for him. Bro, $78 million. Did you hear what you just said? 4 years worth of work and he's getting 78 million. I can work for fucking 74 years and I'll never make 78 million. You want to talk about that?
And your first name's Grayson.
Come on, bro. That's crazy to me. That is crazy. Wrap your head around that for a second, bro. I can work for 174 years and I'll never get a $78 million. I can live 3 lifetimes and not eclipse 78 million, right?
Yeah.
4 years worth of work. And you get $78 million and you go in the playoffs, you get 3 and 4 points. Come on, bro. What the fuck are we doing? 70, bro. I don't think we talk like, bro, when I say 78 million, if you actually saw $78 million in person, your fucking jaw, you wouldn't be able to pick up your jaw off the fucking floor.
I want to say, I agree with you. I totally agree.
Straight up, bro.
It's comedy.
I think it's sickening. I really do. I think we're fucking brainwashed, and I think it's sickening.
You know who also came out? Playoff Harden.
Oh, yeah.
Casual 2 of 10. You knew the meltdown was coming.
It was coming.
It's over.
And he was talking all that shit, too. Oh, yeah, this is my time. Like, oh, I put 15 years in the league for this. Like, this is my moment. I'm not scared of the moment. Remember? Like, it was in the interview.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
With that crusty ass beard. Somebody smells like shit.
Oh my god,
dude, that is the funniest video ever. But look, on the Clips and Mavs series, I think it's gonna be a good series. This is going 6th or 7
for sure.
Yeah, but it's gonna be a fun series. You got the Mavs winning it
for sure.
I do too. I picked them too. The only series that I feel that I'm wrong in, I was wrong in, the Wolves. The Wolves are sweeping the Suns. They can't match up. Jaden McDaniels is locking motherfuckers up. They have no answer. It's a mismatch. They have nobody that can deal with Rudy Gobert and Jaden McDaniels and Ant Edwards, bro. Ant Edwards is different.
He is different. That was the one series I was wrong on was the Cavs and the Magic so far.
Yeah, I'm wrong on
And the
Suns
Sixers
and
and the
you
Knicks.
had the Wolves, didn't you?
I had the Wolves.
Right?
Yeah, I had the Wolves.
Hold on.
And I had the
Oh, well, it looks like no, I'm not.
Sixers.
I'm not wrong on them yet because they haven't looked out. No team. The only team so far that's looked outclassed, the Magic.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. The
It was
Magic,
the Magic
up a
and the
fight,
Heat after game 1 from Boston, but it looks like the Heat are going to tie this thing up.
which is totally insane because do you know the amount of pressure that's putting on Boston?
For sure. They don't want that
crazy.
pressure.
I know. All right, last thing before we get out of here. Phillies are on a 7-game winning streak. They lost to the Reds last night. I don't know what they're doing tonight.
The Phillies are currently, I think they were down 5-4.
What's your weekly thought on them? What are you impressed by, unimpressed by? Because for me personally, I was impressed with the pitching and the bats got going. But the bats are going to come and go. We need to find consistency with the sticks. But Mark sent the thing from DraftKings. We have 4 pitchers right now. I'm sorry, 3 pitchers.
In the Cy Young race.
In the Cy Young race.
Yeah.
Ranger is my dog.
But he ain't winning no Cy Young. Let's be real.
I mean, I would love it.
Me too. But my thing is, like, with the Cy Young, I feel like it's a popularity contest to a degree.
Yeah, that's true.
And the fact that he's like our 3rd starter, like, I don't know if that would go well.
Unless he does something where it's just like, where he goes on like, I mean, it's probably a poor comparison, but like a Brad Lidge type of run where you just not hitting him.
Yeah. He has to go on an insane run. But the Phillies tonight, they are down 5-4 in the bottom of the 7th. They are losing to the Reds. So looks like, after a 7-game winning streak, or we might drop 2 here. Hopefully not. But our pitching's been great. Alec Boehm has been fucking on fire.
I know.
I
dude.
love that
I
dude,
know.
bro. Yo, I think Alec Boehm is my favorite Philly. Like I think I'm ready to stamp that. I am ready to stamp Alec Boehm being my favorite Philly. Like over Bryce Harper, over everybody.
I like Bryce Harper and Brandon Marsh.
Alec Boehm is
I love Boehm.
is my guy.
I love Boehm.
That's my guy, bro. That's my ride or die. Pause.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in to episode 199. We'll be back for 200 next Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Nick, take it away.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. 199 and then 200, man. That's wild, bro. What a journey. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We appreciate all the love, support, and the comments. If you guys haven't done so already, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell on YouTube. We are also available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeart, Megaphone, Stitcher,
and all that other shit.
Also, follow us on all of our social platforms on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok. And we will see you guys next week for episode 200. Peace.
I'm caps lock different. It's facts, not fiction. Said I black out for real, then the track gone missing. If it's cap, I'm dipping. We ain't talking about a move, then it's flatline finished. When I spaz, I'm grinning. Put a peel off in the Sadies and I pass by spinning. It's perks with this life, but I don't have my skinach. Took a quick trip and now I'm back home winning. And I see they eyes pop like I snack on spinach. Pull up to the spot, she tryna grab my digits. I'm already 8 shots, a Henny past my limit. Here you go. Hazards with a dash full of tickets. I'ma act like I don't see them. I got bad eye vision. Y'all can't pass my scrimmage.